YouTube, what is going on, and welcome back to a brand new video. And in today's video I'm going to run you through a full day of eating about 11 weeks out from my first ever marathon. So something I want to clear up is I've done a lot of fitness content on this channel, I suppose, and it's always been physique based, okay? It's always been with the goal of either building muscle, losing body fat, whatever it is. But one thing I want to address and one thing I want to get clear is that this full day of eating is to prioritize marathon training. It's to prioritize my performance. It's to prioritize me getting to that start line and performing the absolute best I can on that day, okay? So the first meal I want to run you through is this meal here. So we've got 3 bagel tins, okay? So usually I just have a bagel, but we don't buy bagels in this family apparently, okay? We only buy bagel thins. So for some reason, I've just gone with 3 of them, okay? So this is about, I want to say 230 calories worth of bagel. And then I also have some strawberry jam on here. And then I'm also having a banana with this. Now, why am I going with this meal? So bagels, we're looking at quick digesting carbs. Okay, so I'm going on a run today. I'm going on my tempo run, which is one of the hardest runs of the week. So I want carbs, okay? I had my bowl of oats last night, which was a relatively carb dense meal. And then I'm also having a banana, another quick digesting carbs, which contains potassium, which is also going to help with any cramping I might get on the run. Okay, so this is meal 1. 3 kind of pieces of bagel tin, some strawberry jam, and then a banana, and then I've also had a pint of water, and I'm probably going to have another pint of water or with this meal. The reason I'm having this is because the marathon is in 10 weeks time, and I know it might sound crazy, but I do want to be trialing different meals that I'm going to have on the morning of the marathon, okay? So I'm trialing out oats, I'm trialing out cereal, okay? And today I just wanted to try out some bagels, okay? Because I've always tried cereal, and now I want to try bagels and just see how it affects my performance today on the run. So yeah, that's a pretty basic rundown of meal 1 or breakfast, okay? I'm going to let this digest for about an hour, maybe 90 minutes, and then we're out on the tempo run. So like I said, one of the hardest runs of the week, but of course I'll show you that when we get there. So yeah, I'm going to tuck away into this meal now, and then we'll catch you for the run. Okay, I've had a bit of a nightmare. So basically I was supposed to go on my run this morning at like 10 o'clock, okay? I had that bagel and then I had the banana, and then I was like, perfect, I'll go on my run in like an hour after this meal, okay? Then turns out we need to get a plumber, okay? The water is just not working in our house. So the plumber's coming, and I basically have to wait around all day to meet this plumber and then wait while he's here, okay? So basically it looks like my run is going to be tonight. I'm still going to do a full day of eating. I'm still going to show you everything I eat. It just means my run is going to be pushed to this evening. So I'll probably have lunch, dinner, and then go for the run, which is something that I haven't really done before, like a run in the evenings. I always do it in the morning, so it's going to be interesting. So yeah, stay tuned, and I'll show you lunch now in a few minutes. Well, can't really call it lunch. Like this morning's meal was probably like 300 calories, so it wasn't even really a breakfast. So kind of like brunch, I suppose. So yeah, catch you for brunch in a few minutes time. All right, and we are back with what I hope is going to be my pre-run meal, okay? Obviously, I was hoping to have the bagel, but that didn't go very well. But the plumber is here, and hopefully all things get sorted. But I basically have 2 slices of bread. I have 3 bacon medallions, which I think you can see there, and then 3 eggs. So a bit more protein-based breakfast because I didn't have any protein in my last breakfast, and I want to get some protein in throughout the day. I'm going to eat this now, probably let it digest for an hour and a half. That's usually kind of like the sweet spot I find. And then we're going to go out on the run, hopefully. So yeah, stay tuned anyways. I hope you're enjoying the video so far, and yeah, I'm gonna tuck into this now. All right, and finally we're out the door, we're on the way. I'm actually going to a new place that I've never ran in before, but I've heard it's supposed to be nice, so looking forward to it. Not going to document too much of the run because, you know, this is a full day of eating. But yeah, I had the eggs, bacon medallions, and 2 slices of toast as my pre-run meal. It's now about 60 minutes later, and I'll probably be starting in about the next 15 minutes. So yeah, this is going to be a tough one. It's a tempo run. It's 12k long, so it's going to be hard, but nothing we won't be able for. All right, we're just out on our run now. This is my 4th tempo, so the 4th 600 meter. This is the last one, and then we're into a 4k tempo pace. So yeah, tough work, but we're getting it done. All right, boys, and just like that, we're on to the cool down. Very good run. Now let's go home and eat. All right, and we just made it home, and I did stop in for a little shop. So I got some bagels, I got some Mexican rice, okay, and I also got some wraps, okay? Now, any OG watchers of the channel will know exactly what meal I'm going to be cooking up next, all right? So, listen, lads, the truth is, if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe, all right? Because I've been making content for like 4 or 5 years, all right? So, if you want to see the next 4 or 5 years and see where I land or end up, all right, it's worthwhile following, all right? So, drop subscribe, maybe just subscribe, and yeah, let's go inside, let's cook up this meal. All right, and the next meal we are cooking up is a burrito. Okay, so this is a meal I had all throughout college, man. Especially in second year in college, it's just the go-to. So it's basically 2 wraps. All right, now these wraps are a bit like, I think they could have been like there in the press for like 3 weeks, so they're not the best wraps. All right, so as you can see, it broke a small bit, but basically it's 2 wraps. Okay, about 220 grams of raw chicken, and then I have about half a bag of Mexican rice. Okay, so about 100 grams of Mexican rice, then cheese, peppers, onions, lighter than light mayo, and just whatever seasonings I put on the chicken. Man, so good. All right, I will show you it once it is cooked, but basically this is honestly one of my favorite meals, and I can't wait to show you it now in a minute. Let me show you what we are working with. So I'm going to cut this down the middle just so you can see. All right, my favorite meal, man. All right, this is so good. I mean, come on. Get a look at that. Is that not the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your life? This is meal number kind of 3, so really excited for this. I'm gonna eat this now, watch a little YouTube video, and I'm gonna enjoy every single bite. Yo, what is going on? So we are back. It is about 6 o'clock, and for some reason today I'm starving, so I'm gonna have another meal. I'm gonna have these beef meatballs, the reduced fat one. I'm probably gonna have 6 of these with 100 grams of pasta. I'm pretty much sticking to like 4 main meals of the day. So this one is basically gonna be my 3rd big meal of the day, this beef meatballs meal. And then I'm probably gonna have maybe like a bowl of oats or something later, because I've got a 9-kilometer run to do tomorrow morning, and I obviously want to feel relatively energized for that. And I might do a yoga class tomorrow. I don't know, I haven't decided, but I'm kind of tempted. I really enjoyed yoga when I did it in Portugal, so I might try it out. But nonetheless, this is going to be a beef meatballs meal. I'll probably go 6 meatballs, some pasta, some peppers, onions, all those kind of good stuff. And yeah, I suppose I'll show you the final product now when it's made. All right. Alright, and boom, here we have the next meal. So we have 6 meatballs, we have some peppers, some onions, red peppers, yellow peppers, and then I'll have 100 grams of pasta. So, of course, joined with a little 0 sugar drink. So yeah, I'm going to eat this now, and I'm going to enjoy it. I'll see you in a bit. Meal done. That was so good. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm going to chill out now. And then probably have another meal later, but I'll see. I don't know. I'm pretty full. Right boys, it is time for the last meal. As you can see, we've got a little bowl of oats, 80 grams of oats, 2 squares of dark chocolate, and I didn't weigh the raspberries, not gonna lie. So yeah, I'm gonna eat this now, watch a little movie, and probably just go to bed then, because I've got to get up at like 8 o'clock for a run tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this, and then I'll catch up with you after the meal. All right, and just like that, that is my last meal wrapped up. So we kind of had 5 meals if you count that first meal that I had, which was a bit of a mess up on my behalf. But look, 5, I suppose 4 really main meals. So we had the bagels to start off, and then I had my eggs, medallions, and 2 slices of bread. Then post run, I had the burrito. Then I had meatballs and pasta, and then my last meal was a bowl of oats. Main reason I had that kind of last meal was because I know I have a run tomorrow, and I wanted some sort of carbs before that run, so that I wake up with a decent bit of energy. So yeah, I suppose it's weird for me because over the last few years, any food that I've been eating has always been with a purpose, okay? And that purpose has always been either to push up body weight or lower body weight, whereas now it's for performance. You know, I'm looking at food as, right, okay, I want to feel good, I want to perform good, so I'm going to eat this, okay? So it's definitely a new process for me, but one that I'm honestly absolutely loving. So yeah, I do hope you did maybe benefit or learn or somewhat enjoy this video one way or another. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next YouTube video.